Buddy and Buddy, Buddy and Buddy, Buddy and Buddy Productions. Buddy and Buddy, Buddy and Buddy, Buddy and Buddy Productions. Buddy and Buddy, Buddy and Buddy, Buddy and Buddy Productions. Buddy and Buddy, Buddy and Buddy, Buddy and Buddy Productions.
Welcome to Mixed Bag with your host, Jeanine Walker. Starring Seyi Akanni, Matt Kelsey, Steve Maurer, Amelia Peacock, Hannah Schnabel, Chris Walker, that's me, Jeanine Walker, with house band The Drop Shadows. Your guest artist tonight is comedian Hans Kim. And now here's your host, Jeanine Walker.
Buddy and Buddy, Buddy and Buddy, Buddy and Buddy Productions. Buddy and Buddy, Buddy and Buddy, Buddy and Buddy Productions. Mixed Bag, Royal Room, second show.
Hey, everybody, thank you so much for coming out tonight for the Mixed Bag. How you feeling tonight? Good, that's good. And you'll probably just keep feeling better and better and better as time goes on. So today is July 9th. Just want to say a belated Happy Independence Day. Did you guys celebrate? Yeah. So you saw the movie then? Yeah, Steve and I didn't go see the movie, but we did, we couldn't really let a Jeff Goldblum movie go by without, incident. So we decided to watch The Fly, but then on second thought we realized we couldn't actually watch that fly because seeing a fly be that sexy is really, really disturbing. So we watched the one from 1958. Have you seen it? Anyone seen it? It's great. It's so great. And, it's like fly becomes man, man becomes fly. It's very Freaky Friday. And then at the end, the fly body has a teeny tiny man head, and the man's just going, help me, help me, help me. And, no one can hear him. It's very sad. But listening to that, I really understood Bernie Sanders better. Sorry, I know that was uncalled for, but... so we have a new family theme song in our immediate family, which is Steve, myself, and our cat, Maybe, also known as Boo Boo. The song goes like this. No, I'll tell you that in a second. But we had a family of mice, unfortunately, living under our crawl space for a long time. I probably told you about this. You've heard about it. And so we found a mouse living outside in the tan bark beside the porch. And by the end of the day, we come up with this new song, which is Boo Boo trapped the mouse and Daddy killed the mouse. Boo Boo trapped the mouse, Daddy killed the mouse. Boo Boo trapped the mouse and Daddy killed the mouse. We're the mouse killing team. But the actual occurrence of killing this poor mouse was not that noble, and didn't actually feel that majestic to us. It was really just a lengthy debate on whether or not we should kill the mouse, and if we did, how could we do it humanely? And who was going to do it, and then, the cat just kind of staring it down, so it was so scared it wouldn't move, but kind of treating it like it was, there was a person crying, and she was just like, just take the tissue, just take it. And she couldn't stand to touch it. She's so domesticated. And Steve just stomping on it, saying, I hate this so much, and me just standing at a safe distance on the porch saying, I'm sorry, babe. I'm so sorry. But then there we are an hour later walking down the street singing, Boo Boo trapped the mouse and Daddy killed the mouse. Boo Boo trapped the mouse. Yeah. We're talking real revisionist history here. We totally let that go to our heads. I'm having a great time. Are you guys having a good time? Yeah. I just feel so happy. We work so hard, and then it comes to the day of, and it's just great. It's just great. Thank you for being here. We didn't want to kill the mice, of course. We had hired an exterminator to help us with this process. So she put poison in little traps all around the house. And then when she's like, okay, I think the mice are pretty much gone, you can go ahead and put gravel in the holes around the house. We did that. And we're thinking, like, we're doing pretty well. But then yesterday, there's this wafting of, like, just really, like, something is rotting underneath the crawl space and coming up into our house. And, you know, it's like there's these giant flies, and we had rehearsal, and Hannah's like, those are the kind of flies that feast on dead rodents, so you should probably be aware of this and look into this. And so there's like these giant flies flying in our house, and I'm like, okay, babe, we need to deal with this now. And it's 10:30 at night, and we still have a bunch of things to do for tonight, and Steve's just like, can I wait till Sunday? And it's totally a reasonable request given what we have coming up, but then I just, you know, I kept seeing these flies, and as much as I love Jeff Goldblum, I just couldn't stand the thought of his face on like 8 giant flies swarming around me all night as I'm trying to sleep. So now we know the mice weren't killed by the poison after all, but rather by these enormous flies that would never be found caught dead in a spider web saying, help me, because clearly they have a lower voice than that. On a related note, it is often said that there's no lower point for an author than going to a bookstore they love and seeing the novel they wrote in the bargain bin, you know. But now I know, and I can offer that there is a lower point, and it's having that book be used to kill a fly that was born on a dead rodent in the crawl space of a house. Don't worry, it's not your book. It was somebody I don't know. On a more appealing topic, everyone's heard how Bill Clinton met Attorney General Loretta Lynch on the tarmac. Yeah, Chris is a big fan of that. Yeah, and they had a secret meeting for half an hour, and Hillary's like, you know, they're in that plane talking about their grandkids, but we all know that's not true. Bill Clinton was explaining to Loretta Lynch why the FBI was investigating Hillary for her emails. He thought she might not understand. Yeah, Bill likes to mansplain, but I don't know if he ever really got the memo what it means. It's like if we have to endure that, it should at least like offer an explanation. Bill's just like, is Hillary guilty? Depends on what the meaning of the word is. I don't know. I mean, I'm like younger than Bill Clinton, so I can say that. Loretta Lynch is just sitting there being like, there's only one meaning for that word, dude. Anyway, when I first heard the term mansplaining, I didn't really get it. I was just like, what's the big deal? That's how men talk. And I love men. I come from a long line of men. My father was a man. My grandfather was a man. My great-grandfather was a man. All the way back to the first man, Adam. Do you think he ever looks at a family portrait and he feels so proud? He's like, I got 7 billion descendants. And maybe he's got that like sort of rose-colored glasses on about his grandchildren like some people do. It's like, and they all get along so well. I don't know, I thought that was a good one. Worked hard at that. Drink more. Drink more. When's the next family reunion, by the way? Anyone know? Maybe it's happening right now, right here. Yeah, the mansplaining thing made sense to me because we're Catholic. You know, just like always praying to God the Father to fix our problems, and then asking Mary once in a while if she could just put in a good word. Everyone even assumed her son knew more than her. That must be pretty frustrating. I kind of caught on to not liking mansplaining when I realized I couldn't do it. It just wasn't available to me. Remember when it was bad to be a feminist? Like if people found out you wouldn't get invited to their parties? Right, yeah. But now if you don't, you'll just, get flagged on Facebook. That's something I miss about a full-time office job, spending the entire day on Facebook. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't have time for that. I worked at a nonprofit. I worked with all women. It's a wonder we got anything done, what with all the pillow fights we had every day. No, I'm just kidding. We didn't have pillow fights. We were a nonprofit. We couldn't afford pillows. So I saw a commercial with all these bright, smiling faces of athletes who are Olympic hopefuls. And it's great to see. It's inspiring. They've worked really hard, but all I see is a dystopian film made 150 years from now that uses the same commercial but has a voiceover. These are the faces of those who began the spread of the Zika pandemic. But I guess who's to say it's not just coming up from my crawl space? Yeah. All right, thanks for being here. We've got a great show. The Drop Shadows are going to kick it off with a song. So Steve Meyer's going to come right back up here, and I'll be right back.
World you're living in, take a look around you. Think you got friends. You call your old lady for a friendly word. Picked up the phone, dropped it on the floor. That's all I heard. Are we gonna let the elevator bring us down? Oh no, let's go crazy, let's get nuts. Truck. Let's go crazy, let's get nuts. Look for the purple banana till they put us in the truck. Are we gonna let the elevator bring us down? Oh no, let's go crazy, let's get nuts. Look for the purple banana till they put us in the truck. Let's go crazy, let's get nuts. Look for the purple banana till they put us in the truck. All excited, don't know why. Maybe it's 'cause we're all gonna die. When we do, what's it all for? Better live now before the green becomes knocking at your door. Please tell me, are we gonna let the elevator break us down? Oh no, let's go!
Yeah. Woo! I love that. Feel free to sing along.
Not over yet.
Not over yet.
One, two, three. I was working part-time at a 5 and dime. My boss was Mr. McGee. Told me several times that he didn't like my kind, 'cause I was a bit too leisurely. Seems that I was busy doing something close to nothing, but different than the day before. That's when I saw her. Woo! I saw her, she walked in through the outer. She wore a raspberry beret, the kind you find at a second-hand store. Raspberry beret. If it was warm, she wouldn't wear much more. Raspberry beret. I think I love her. Built like she was. She had the nerve to ask me if I planned to do her any harm. Look at here, put her on the back of my bike. We went riding down by old man Johnson's farm. I said, now overcast days has never turned me on. Something about the clouds in her mix. She wasn't too bright, but I could tell when she kissed me, she knew how to get a kick. She wore a raspberry beret, kind you find at a second-hand store. Raspberry beret. And if it was warm, she wouldn't wear much more. Raspberry beret. I think I love her. I think I love her. I think I love her.
each word's so heavy. I don't know you, but you know me so well. My name meant nothing to you, but yours was in my bone cells. What's left of me? Ragged hands, broken feet. I'm so afraid. What if I die before I'm made?
I guess I should have known by the way you parked your car sideways that it wouldn't last. See, you're the kind of person who believes in making out once, love them and leave them fast. I guess I must be dumb. She had a pocket full of horses, Trojans and some of them used. But it was Saturday night, I guess that makes it alright. When you said, what have I got to lose? And I said, little red Corvette, baby, you're much too fast. Little red Corvette, need to find a love that's gonna last. I guess I should have closed my eyes when she drove me to the place where the horses run free. See, I felt a little ill when I saw all the pictures of the jockeys that were there before me. Believe it or not, I started to worry, wondered if I had enough class. But it was Saturday night, I guess that makes it alright. And you said, baby, have I got enough gas? I said, little red Corvette, baby, you're much too fast. Little red Corvette, need to find a love that's gonna last. Let's go crazy. Let's get nuts. Look for the purple banana tail that put us in the truck. Let's go crazy. Let's get nuts. Look for the purple banana tail that put us in the truck. Are we gonna let the elevator bring us down? take me away!
Okay, everyone, let's settle down. Happy Monday!
Happy Monday!
So I've called you here for two reasons. The first is to introduce you to our new staffer, Elliot. Everyone, welcome Elliot.
Hi, Elliot.
And with our increase in staff, we now have got a bit of a shortage of space. So some of you are going to be bunking up together and sharing a cubicle. Now, just to be fair, are there any volunteers?
Hey, Elliot, it's me, Art. Janice, I don't mind sharing with Elliot. We're old friends.
Janice, I do not know this man.
What do you mean, Elliot? Don't you remember that time you drove me to work? We almost went camping together. I guess I really thought we hit it off, but I guess you've been busy, huh?
Well, I'm sure you'll come to a fair and equitable solution. Now, I know we all have a lot on our plates, so why don't you take this conversation offline? Everyone, have a good one.
Wow, what are the chances? Neighbors at home and now here at work, too.
Well, you know, my company was downsizing and didn't really have any choice, so here I am.
Well, you really lucked out. 'Cause I'm here.
Art and Elliot, just so you know, we don't have enough room for two regular desks. So one of you is going to have a standing desk. I'll let you two duke it out.
Oh, I'll go and take this.
Oh, I don't mind taking the standing desk, Elliot. I've been meaning to get a little more exercise anyway.
No, Art. I would actually much rather have the stand.
Nonsense, you're a guest in my house now. Sit down.
Well, I suppose it is my first day and I should be amenable. So, thanks, Art.
Oh yeah, no problem. I always do anything for an old friend. I bet you wish you had this standing desk now. Not a bad view. Not bad at all.
Art, what are you doing? Oh, I see you're still downing those cans of beans. Holly, is it?
Hey! Do I have to call HR again?
You mean Hube?
Ugh.
Hubert Rudolph, our elusive CEO? Go ahead and call him. That guy loves me. He held the elevator door for me once. So, Elliot, how's Sue been doing? I don't think Pam's heard much from her lately.
Sue's actually back in New York, Art. We've separated.
Couldn't keep her satisfied in the sack, huh? Not something I ever have a problem with. Seriously, though, Elliot, sorry to hear that. That's rough. Guess that's why you didn't want to go camping with us.
Yeah, that's the reason, Art.
Actually, I guess I did see that big truck out in front of your house yesterday. Thought you were getting a new TV or something. Come to think of it, I did see Sue across town with some other dude. Real handsome fella. And I saw that same guy helping her load that truck yesterday. I figured it was her brother or something.
No, Art, that's my brother. They're together now. Look, it's my first day. I'd really like to get off on the right foot, and Janice asked me to do these schematics, so if you don't mind...
Oh, yeah, sure. Don't say another word. I get it. Oh, those schematics, huh? Yeah, Janice had me working on those last week. I've been here 8 years. I couldn't figure them out. I'm sure you won't be able to do it. See, you brought your lunch there, Elliot. What you got? pudding pop. Just let me put this in my fridge here. You don't want it commingling with all the smells of the food everyone else brings in here. Excuse me there, Ellie. Damn it. Have some of Pam's chili. Second here. Excuse me again there, Elliot. Damn it, now your lunch has come out. Get that back in there. Cut the cheese. Yeah. All right, that's...
Art, are you free on the 22nd?
The 22nd? July?
Yeah.
No, hold on a second here. Is this a leap year?
I think so.
Oh my God, a whole extra day, buddy. Yeah, I'm free on the 22nd.
Great. Art and Elliot, I'm gonna need you two to team up together on the McPherson project. It'll take lots of late hours, some travel starting this afternoon. Now, the company car is in the shop, so you're gonna have to get a car to go.
Oh, car to go! I love car to go, the coziness of a small space.
And try to get an electric one if you can.
Oh, that's smart, Janice. Nothing I like more than saving gas. Really helps with the bottom line.
Elliot, I think you can really learn a lot from Art. So why don't you shadow him on this one?
Oh, don't worry, Janice. I'll be right on top of him like a pig in shit.
It's as happy as a pig in shit, Art.
Well, I'm that too.
No. He's an animal. I cannot work here. Janice, I'm sorry. I quit.
Well, that's strange. I thought he'd fit right in.
I'll be your orange juice, baby. Give me a squeeze. My juice is gonna make you need. I'll be your orange juice, baby. Give me a squeeze. Juice is gonna make you say, please, please, please. Won't you have me for breakfast? I'll be your most important meal of the day. Won't you have me for breakfast? Won't wanna wake up any other way.
I'll be a hot cakes, baby. Cover me up with your sweet syrup. I can't get enough. I'll be a hot cakes, baby. Fluffy and sweet. Wake up to my hot cakes, your morning's complete. Won't you have me for breakfast? I'll be your most important meal of the day. Won't you have me for breakfast? Won't wanna wake up any other way.
Donuts, honey and tea, caffeine and sugar don't do it for me. The only thing I know is that I'm waiting for your love and it's like sunshine. So open up the curtain, open the blinds, give me your love and at breakfast time. Won't you have me for breakfast? I'll be your most important meal of the day. Won't you have me for breakfast? I wanna wake up any other way. 2 eggs pointing sunny side up.
The yolk is sitting perfect.
And the juice is in your cup. Sausage is ready.
And the table is set. This will be the best breakfast that we've had yet.
Won't you have it for breakfast?
I'll be your most important meal of the
Day, won't you have it for breakfast? Won't wanna wake up any other way.
Thank you. All right, we've got our very special guest coming up here. Local comedian Hans Kim, who is always funny. And yeah, he's great. He's performed around town a whole bunch, and I like seeing him because he always makes me crack up. So that's what we're here for. You guys having a good time still? Have you had the 16 drink minimum yet? Yeah, this guy has right there. All right, he's working on it. You're working on it. He's at 5. All right, well, let's give a warm mixed bag welcome to Hans Kim.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Hans Kim, and I'm going to be doing some stand-up comedy, which is the hardest art form in the world. So prepare to be amazed. I love stand-up comedy, but I've never been disrespected more than when I do comedy. I've never been painting a picture and had the canvas be like, boo! That doesn't look like a tree, you should quit. Draw something Asian. Never happened when I was painting. I love being Asian. I am Asian right now. I love being Asian. Whenever someone's racist to me, I know that they're crazy. What, you hate respectful people who keep to themselves? All right, good luck finding an affordable car. We're trying to help. I am Asian, or as I'm known in America, I am Chinese. I am from a province in China called South Korea. It's right next to the Japan province. A lot of my friends said hurtful things to me growing up, and they didn't even realize it was hurtful. They were like, hey Hans, you got such an Asian smile. It looks really good, man. I was like, thanks. Now I get to think about how I'm physically different from everyone around me every time I feel happiness. Great. I still experience racism. Most people don't even realize that they're racist. Once I was walking across the street, and this guy just comes up to me out of nowhere, and he goes, 저기요, 우체국이 어디 있어요? I was like, dude, you're so racist. Just because I look like this doesn't mean I speak your Ching Chong language. Right? Don't be racist, and the post office is over there. The whole time. I love America. It's a great country. There are things I don't understand about America, like why in America is Tanner a white person's name? You know? Tanner than what? It should be like, hey, this is my Mexican friend Tanner. This is my black friend Tannist. That's not a racist joke, that's just a suffix joke. I don't understand the Confederate flag. I feel like the Confederate flag would be like if a man went up to his wife and he said, hey honey, remember that time we got into that huge argument and I almost divorced you? Yeah, I'm really proud of that time. Really represents who I am as a person. That's why I got our divorce papers tattooed on my chest. I think they should have a new Confederate flag. It can just be a picture of a fat person failing a test. That's a mean one. I don't understand the censorship laws on TV. You can get on TV and say bitch and disrespect women, but you can't get on TV and say shit and disrespect poop. I think women deserve the same protection that we give to poop. I'm pretty adamant about it. Because if I'm walking down the street and someone's like, you dropped something, bitch, I'd be very offended. But if someone's like, hey, you dropped your shit, I'd be like, wow, what a considerate gangster. Thanks, homie. Another stupid rule is that you can show breasts on TV and all you have to do is cover the nipple, which I think is ineffective, but keep doing it. Because if you see women wearing nipple pasties, that's still very sexy, and I can still masturbate to that if I had to, for science. But if I see women wearing burqas that have holes where the nipple should be, I cannot masturbate to that. It just looks like a nursing ghost. Not into it. So if you couldn't tell, I'm pretty lonely. I don't understand carpool lanes. I feel like carpool lanes is cruel and unusual. That's like society saying, hey, you know how you're very lonely? Yeah, why don't you do that for longer now? Take the long way home, really think about it. Watch people with friends whizzing by you. They're going too fast to make friends with. What am I supposed to do? I don't understand American euphemisms. In America, they say in prison, don't drop the soap, which isn't even helpful. If I don't drop the soap, I'm still gonna get raped. I'm just gonna have really clean hands while it happens. No one's like, man, I wanna get that kid, but he never drops the soap. Oh. Does he have a butthole? We'll never know. Rapists aren't like that, they're go-getters. They don't take no for an answer. I don't have a lot of friends, if you couldn't tell. The few friends I do have, they're like, man, I'm not book smart, I'm street smart. Oh, you're smart in a way that's not measurable or comparable? How convenient for you. Maybe you're not smart, maybe you're kind of dumb and you get insecure around people who actually contribute to society, and that's why you committed battery. You know? You can't attack people because they say words at you. I'm trying to meet more people. I don't like it when I meet someone and the first thing that they tell me is their name. Am I supposed to remember your name for this entire conversation on the off chance that I ever want to see you again? Why don't you just tell me your name at the end so I know who to blame for this shitty chit-chat I had? I'm trying to get into sports. I'm a big bandwagon fan of all the best sports teams right now. It's a pretty successful year for me. But everyone gets so mad at me. They're like, oh, you're a bandwagon fan, you're a loser. I'm just like, hey, I'm trying to enjoy your hobby, you know? I'm sorry I didn't waste my life watching people suck at things. I'm pretty good at making noise, which seems to be the only qualification. I hit it out of the park, as you guys say. My sister just got back from a mission trip. If you don't know what that is, a mission trip is when Americans go to third world countries to get new profile pictures. Good for her. Successful photo shoot. She likes to say, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? But I very rarely see her behaving like a Jewish carpenter. Yeah. Make a birdhouse or something. Maintain the illusion. We grew up Christian in our household and we were Asian the whole time, which is kind of weird because the people who wrote the Bible didn't even seem to know that Asians existed. You know, they couldn't even drop us a line. Hey Asians, great job on the fireworks. Really proud of you. Back to the Jews. It's just all Jews. I am an atheist now because I'm not in kindergarten and I have an internet connection. I think it'd be stressful to have a worldview that can be destroyed by facts. Like walking down the street, oh look, a fossil. Fuck. I guess my dog's not in heaven. I am single. I have yet to find my soulmate. I'm beginning to think maybe it's her fault. She needs to get out more. She seems like a loser. I think I can do better. My friends are like, Hans, you just need to learn how to talk to girls. Maybe girls need to learn how to listen to Hans. You know? I'm Hans. Why don't you want to hear about the Federal Reserve? It's so intricate. My friends are like, at least you're not gay, because if you're gay, that means most of the gender that you're attracted to wouldn't be attracted to you back. And I was like, whoa, I can't even imagine. They miss cry a lot. What is wrong with that guy? You okay? Why can't you enjoy it like everyone else? The way you enjoy it is so loud. Cool. I love Tinder because Tinder's not really a dating app. It's more like a smartphone game where if you win, you get to fuck somebody. Yeah. This boss is so hard. I'm never playing Candy Crush again. That is my mantra. I'll leave you guys with an impression. Do you like impressions, sir? Yeah. Do you like impressions? Yeah? All right. I'll write one next time then. No. This is my impression of Mario from the Mario Brothers breaking up with his girlfriend. So, Mario breaking up with his girlfriend. Hey, honey, it's not you, it's me, Mario. That was my time. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Hans. Don't leave. I want to ask you some questions. This is our favorite portion of the night, right? Where I get to ask our guest artists some questions. So, were you always funny?
No.
When did you start?
Probably after college, after all the important stuff was over. When I started doing comedy after college, at like 25.
So your parents don't have any videos of you doing hilarious things when you were 2 or 3?
They have a video of me cracking my head on a sidewalk. That's kind of funny.
Was that intentional?
No, it was not. I was very clumsy. I had a big head even as a child.
Oh. It doesn't look that big now.
Oh, good. It's an illusion. That's why I hold the mic right in front of my face like this.
The mic takes up like half your head.
Yeah.
Say that's small. So could you tell us what's the funniest unintentional joke you ever made?
Once when I was at church, we blindfolded kids and made them go through a maze, but we watched them to make sure they didn't run into anything, but we lost track of one of them. And when we found them, they were right about to run into a wall. And running into the wall, that was really funny. It's kind of mean. Sorry.
Kinda. So I hear you like to dance too?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about your dance troupe?
Yeah, we have a K-pop dance troupe. It's made of 40-year-old white men and me. You can check us out on YouTube, Hanskin5.
I recommend it. It was very entertaining. I watched it. I was gonna put up the link, but I didn't know if you'd want me to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's had like 14,000 views, which is more than any person has ever looked at me in real life. So it's pretty great. I think that's pretty phenomenal. I guess the last question I'll ask is there any joke that you wish you'd never made? Something you regretted as soon as you made it?
Every day. The most recent one is about Mexico and their police. And should I tell it?
Yes.
All right. Well, I kind of painted myself into a corner. So this is, I don't know. Hopefully you like it. Most people don't.
If you can't regret something at Mixed Bag, then you haven't actually been here.
So like in Mexico last year, 98% of the murders went unsolved, which I thought was crazy. That means that I could probably go down to Mexico and kill someone and write my name out in semen next to the body, and I'd probably never get caught. They'd be like, all we have is his birth name and his DNA. This is a cold case. All we can do is put the semen into a woman's body, and 18 years from now, we'll see what our suspect will look like.
On that note, please give another warm round of applause for Hans Kim. Woo! Hello and welcome to the Conference for Rocket Science. I'm Ingrid Alistair, Chair and Director of the conference, and I am so pleased we have with us here today Dr. Barbara Marzahn of NASA. Dr. Marzahn has been doing extensive research on possible plant life on Mars, and she's just returned from a 9-month stay on the International Space Station. Must have been wonderful. While there, she wrote a book on her research findings called The Mars Botanist, just out from Princeton University Press. Please join me in giving a warm conference welcome to Dr. Barbara Marzahn.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here today. I like to start off all my talks with a joke. I tell you a joke about space, but it's too out of this world.
Allow me. I've heard this joke before. I tell you a joke about space, but it's too out of this world.
I'm just gonna jump right in. So, as is well known at this point, one needs both blue and red wavelengths to get reasonable plant growth in outer space.
I get it. What she's saying is that the sky is blue, Mars is red, and when blue sky meets red Mars, the plants grow.
No, actually, that is not at all what I'm saying. If you could hold your questions until the end, please, sir, I'd really appreciate that.
No, I've got a gardener, this guy I pay. I'm pretty sure he's told me before that plants can't grow in outer space. No oxygen? Makes sense.
No, actually, if you've read my book, The Mars Botanist, you'll see that in chapter 16 there is actually extensive...
Horse poop! Did you use horse poop? Fertilizer. How'd you get a horse to poop in space?
They actually freeze dry it. It's like that ice cream. You ever have astronaut ice cream?
I can assure you there is no freeze-dried excrement coming into space with us. If you could both please just take your seats, I can take questions after my talk.
Sir, please. You need to sit down. I'd like to hear what the doctor's got to say.
Thank you.
This woman here is making a lot of sense. What she means is, we shouldn't break in here, but later, there'll be plenty of time to talk.
All right.
Sounds good.
You've got to be kidding me.
What, did someone tell a joke? I missed it.
Your feet are on her chair.
Oh, well, you don't understand. I just got really long legs.
Here, you can have my seat.
NASA's Veg-01 experiment was first pioneered back in...
Oh, it's like that game we played in elementary school. Oregon Trail. That game had pioneers.
If we could all just please take our seats.
Oh, sure thing, Barb.
If you must call me by my name, it's Barbara, though I prefer to be called Dr. Marzahn in a professional setting.
Hey, you got it, Barb.
Doctor? Wait a second here. I've got this rash. My doctor says it's poison ivy, but I don't think she knows what she's talking about. Yeah, I think it's the fabric softener my wife's been using. What do you think?
I have no idea what that could be.
Some doctor.
As I was saying, one problem with plants in space is that due to the lack of gravity, they don't always grow straight.
Now. I was watching Star Trek last night, and Spock and Kirk, they're not floating around, and why don't you get a device like that?
That is a show, you idiot. Would you please sit down and let the doctor talk?
No, allow me. I was watching a show last night, Nova, and turns out they do have such a device. It's just too big to bring up into outer space, that's all.
No, you're both wrong. That whole anti-gravity thing, that's just something they made up in Hollywood. They just use a big water tank.
Well, if you'd like to purchase a copy of my book, The Mars Botanist, you'll see that the lack of gravity does have an effect on the growth of plants.
Let's talk here, because I think I've read this before somewhere. Author's name, Bob Martin. Right, I don't know who the publisher is, but you should definitely look it up. It's got a black cover, red letters, and I think a picture of Mars on it, if I'm not mistaken.
Does it look something like this?
Oh, hey, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's my book. My book. See? I'd be happy to explain any of this at the end. I've been sitting here for far too long, signing books.
Are you sure it wasn't written by Bob Martin?
I'm sure.
She definitely wrote that book. But I hope you don't mind. I took the liberty of making some annotations, and I rewrote some of the chapters you got wrong. I pulled my desk up next to yours in the lobby to start a co-signing station. I'll be happy to answer anyone else's questions.
Dude, I didn't know you were an expert on space.
I'm going to read this poem that I wrote there are a lot of pyrotechnics in the Turquoise Man video, so that's always exciting, right? It's kind of like being at a Motley Crue concert, only it's in my garage and I'm scared. So I go inside and write a poem. Steve Barker was over blowing up fireworks and they just loved it. So anyway, I'm a poet, as some of you know, and I'm going to read this to you. So if you're talking, stop. Just kidding. All right, this is called Fire. The men were outside using pyrotechnics to blow up a volcano, and the ladies, the cat and I, were inside, writing, sleeping. Every few minutes I could hear a small pop, much louder I'd found in person, as I stood plugging my ears, but still unable to stop myself from emitting a small yip or a yap, like a lapdog kind of, barking at smoke, but in no possession of a way to make it end. And inside again, I could hear a finger blowing off, the tiny plink of it as it hit the top of the garage door, and then the concrete floor, its nails, its final allowance of sound, of meaning, of usefulness. The bangs got louder and I could see the men, boys still, though I say this with respect and not derision, boys allowed finally to play with fire in the way they were always told they could not. Boys down by the creek in the summertime, having found a damp box of matches, blowing them dry with their own breath, moving them quickly between two palms to encourage the sparks, then finally getting one, lighting a shoestring or a long piece of hay, lighting it and running away, holding on to each other's arms in pure delight as they watch the flame grow upward, rise. Even though it lasts for just a moment, it is a moment that will last. The disobedience they will get away with, the discovery of their rightful place in the evolutionary chain.
He's a turquoise man with a turquoise heart. I'll never, never, never wanna be apart. I love him now like I loved him then. He's my turquoise lover and a turquoise friend. When he calls me sweet bitch, I'm weak in the knees. His laid-back disposition makes him easy to please. I say, hey, turquoise man, give me a stone. He goes turquoise wild, he won't leave me alone.
Turquoise man. Turquoise man. Turquoise man. Turquoise man.
They say that turquoise is a million years old. My love's just as ancient and solid as gold. My turquoise man took a long time to find. Sure as shooting, he's one of a kind. When he calls me sweet bitch, I'm weak in the knees. His laid-back disposition makes him easy to please. I say, hey, turquoise man, give me a stone. He goes turquoise wild, he won't leave me alone.
I'm a turquoise man. I'm a turquoise man. I'm a turquoise man, and my plans to come after you. Hope you understand that this turquoise man is gonna make us stand, and he hopes you'll follow through.
Hey, disposition makes him easy to please. I say, hey, turquoise man, give me a stone. He goes turquoise wild, he won't leave me alone.
The right thing, baby, is the wrong thing sometimes. If you do what you should, you'll be old in no time. You know just what is never coming. Stay too long and you'll miss the drum and have your heartbeat, baby, calling you to live. The right thing, the right thing. Standing on the road as you swear and drive by. The right thing, the right thing. It's in a stack of hundreds, pile 5 high. The right thing, the right thing. Don't you hear it tempting you now? The right thing, the right thing. The wrong thing, baby, is the right thing sometimes. You should what you do, you'll be old in no time. Know just what is never coming. Miss too long and you'll stay the drum and have your heartbeat, baby, calling you to live. The right thing, the right thing. Standing on the road as you swear and drive by. The right thing, the right thing. It's in a stack of hundreds, pile 5 high. The right thing, the right thing. Don't you hear it tempting you now? The right thing, the right thing.
Right thing, baby, is the wrong thing sometime. Do what you should, you'll be old in no time. The right thing, baby, is the wrong thing sometime.
Now here I am up here Saturday night, here at Mixed Bag at the Royal Room, being your bar preacher. Gonna tell you what the right thing to do is. For some of you, the right thing to do might be to have a drink or two, and go home and go to sleep, and in the morning find yourself in a pew like I used to do, and pray to God to wash away your sins. Maybe he will. But for the guy across the room, maybe that's the wrong thing for him, and the right thing for him is to drink and have another drink and another drink and another drink and get to that 16 drink minimum, and then find himself waking up in a puddle outside on Rainier Avenue South. And he wakes up to a spotlight in his face, which turns out to be the flashlight of a police officer who just tonight is kind and does the right thing. And he says, hey, let me make sure you get home all right. So he goes home and he falls asleep, and he sleeps for 3 days and 3 nights. And when he wakes up, he says, was that a mixed bag I was at? Or was that the best damn dream I've ever had?
The right thing, baby, it's the wrong thing sometimes. The right thing, baby. If you do what you should, you'll be old in no time. The right thing now. The right thing, baby, is the wrong thing sometimes. The right thing, baby. If you should what you do, you'll be old in no time.
You know just what is never coming. Stay too long, you'll miss the drum, and have your heartbeat, baby, it's calling you to live. Thank you. That one felt good. Woo!
We've been up 4 hours now, huh? What is it? 8:30? And she's still sleeping?
Yep. That awful alarm has gone off 4 times. She's 24. You would think she would have grown out of it by now.
Well, I suppose it was nice that she picked us up from the airport last night, but we were hardly in the door before she was outed.
Where do you suppose she gets off to?
Probably to one of those all-night gin joints.
You don't think she's on that methamphetamine, do you?
Who knows? I hear they're lacing the marijuana with it these days. 60 Minutes did a segment on that.
I hope she's not into any of that funny business. We raised her better than that.
Oh, sure, sir. Well, why don't you go check on her? My hip's acting up, and besides, she might not be decent.
Millie? 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 Get out of bed, daughter, you're a lazy bum. Sleeping all day won't get things done. At your age, I was a mother of 5. Had no time for this twerk and jive. Get out of bed, girl, don't be so lazy. Your bad attitude won't raise any babies.
Ew, being pregnant with your belly sticking out ain't what twerking's all about. I don't want to go to work. I'd rather stay home and twerk. I don't want to go to work. I'd rather stay home and twerk. I don't want to go to work. I'd rather stay home and twerk.
Stop showing your father
I don't
that.
want to go to work. I'd rather stay home and twerk.
What you say shows no maturity. It's time that you grew up, honey. You don't listen to your father, and that's not okay. Wait till you hear what your father has to say. Hank! Stop that! No! Put it away! Cover that up! Hey! Look what your daughter is doing!
It's too early in the morning to hear this guff. Daylight had a piece on this twerk and stuff. When I was your age, I worked my fingers to the bone. Didn't have time to bitch and moan. Didn't spend years driving those bakery routes to raise a lazy layabout.
That's right.
I'm not lazy. Have you tried this dance? You just might like it if you give it a chance. I don't want to go to work. I'd rather stay home and twerk. I don't want to go to work. I'd rather stay home and twerk. I don't want to go to work. I'd rather stay home and twerk. I don't want to go to work.
I'd rather stay home and twerk.
You should save for a house or a condominium instead of staying home just shaking your bum. And how much have you given to your 401k? No money and twerking when you're old and gray. When I was your age, we were serious. But it looks kind of fun. No, enough!
I'm not you, it's a different generation. Don't want to spend my money on home renovation. I don't want to go to work. I'd rather stay home and twerk. I don't want to go to work. I'd rather stay home and twerk. I don't want to go to work. I'd rather stay home and twerk. I don't want to go to work. I'd rather stay home and twerk. What you say shows no maturity. Well, I got the twerking bug. You made your point, but we compromise. Me and your father gave this twerk a try. If we boogie this new dance craze, will you go to work? At least most days. We see that twerking is important to you, but can you see that your job is important too? Well, I guess Mom and Dad, you made some good points. I need fat money to rock any joint. To rock this booty, I need fly clothes, hot pants, and leopard print pantyhose. Mom and Dad, you're right. I don't want to be a slouch enough to move back home and sleep on your couch. I see that working has got some perks. When I get home, there's still time to twerk. We're proud now, daughter. Go get things done.
And when we get home, we'll all have fun.
We'll turn our home into the freshest club.
And at night we got Bengay to rub.
We're retired now, so we have more time.
Shake and shimmy our old day high.
Now I want to go to work. Hold on. Now I want to go to work. I'll still have time to twerk.
You can go off to work and still have time to twerk.
And now I want to go to work. I'll still have time to twerk. You can go off to work and still have time to twerk.
We got a twerk dance space right down here for you. Thanks, Mom and Dad. You made it all clear. I twerked my way to Employee of the Year.
We like twerking so much, we brought it to the center.
Every Monday at 3, we're twerking mentors.
Body and body, body and body, body and body productions. Body and body, body and body, body and body productions. Body and body, body and body, body and body productions. Body and body, body and body, body and body productions.
Hey everybody, this has been the Mixed Bag. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Please give some applause for your players tonight. Chris Walker, Matt Kelsey, Seyi Akanni, Amelia Peacock, Hannah Schnabel, Steve Maurer, Hans Kim, somewhere out there in the world. We're the Drop Shadows. I'm your host, Jeanine Walker. September 24th is our next show. We'll see you then, and until then, keep bagging.
Body and body, body and body, body